some of you will know, some of you won't. Basically, across the last few days, I've been having some issues with making a video for YouTube, and I think it's because I'm not being organic with it. I think I was trying to be too perfect and too kind of like, this is going to be like this amazing thing that I'm going to give out. And so what I want to do instead is I want to eliminate that by doing it on stream. So essentially what we're going to do is this music really loud? Okay, so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to it was fine? Okay. So anyway, what we're going to do is I want to show you guys on stream. I think if I can do it on stream and be a little bit more organic about it, I think I'm going to be a lot happier with the outcome. I literally thought about this like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this, because then I'll be truly happy with what we've done. So we're going to just move her out of the way because I don't want her anywhere near us. Just go over here, like literally go out of the way. No, don't go in the house, go away. Excuse you, who are you? Excuse you, who are you? Excuse me, who are you? Can you like get out of here? No, I don't want to. Just leave. Leave. Oh my gosh. She's only at the door. We'll just pause it. It's okay. So, this is the house. The idea was to try and, as closely as possible, replicate the house. There's a few issues to begin with. First of all, there's a garage on the outdoor of the... There's a garage on the outside of the house that's in the show. Like, in the intro of the show, there's a garage. Inside, there is nowhere that garage could connect to. Because in the show, at one angle, you see that there's actually meant to be another room there. Like an actual room, not the garage. So, the garage is actually technically non-existent in the show. So, I tried to add the garage, but didn't really, didn't really have much to do with it, because there was also kind of meant to be this other room, which I ended up scrapping. Then, technically in the show as well, they have windows on either side of the door. But obviously, in the show, as you guys probably know if you have watched it, the door, as soon as you go through the door, there is a wall on that side of the door. So, like, the door's here, and there's a wall there. That's probably the wrong way around to do it. It's like that. Is that bad? Right, doesn't matter. Anyway, basically there's a wall on the side of the door where the window would continue on, the wall would continue on. So that had to be changed as well. But essentially, and we'll just take our slow time getting there. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, so this is the living room. But you guys will probably better know it from the other angle. 1 second. Yeah, that's a camera, by the way, because I thought that would be kind of funny to have in. Just a little bit of a joke on my part there. But yeah, here is the living room in the show, which is from that first intro. For the first episode, I thought I'd try and replicate it as much as possible. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not like some of the furniture's slightly off, but it's not so bad that it's unrecognizable, if that makes sense. 1 second, let me see if I can find an image. But yeah, so generally speaking, try to keep it the same. There's a lot of stuff that obviously couldn't get quite the same. One glaring one is the addition of the stairs. We do obviously know from the show itself. 1 second, I don't know why. There we go. Right, so from the show itself, we know that the stairs aren't as obvious as this in the first episode, but from the second episode and subsequent episodes, we know that the staircase is very much here. So I had to put it in, especially because, as you guys will see in a bit, there's stuff that needed to be up there. It's definitely not just a one-story house. So I had to do that. And then what we did as well, here's the dining table from the first episode. I thought that was kind of necessary. Yeah, I think I had to kind of go monochrome, because I feel like I wanted to represent it as much as possible. And I feel like if I didn't, it would be kind of, a poor imitation, if that makes sense. Anyways, I will admit, this is a bit barer than I'd have liked, and technically, there is stuff on this wall. Like, if you guys will look, 1 second. Here. So, technically, there's stuff on this wall, it's just not showing up in the in the editor. So yeah, as you guys can see, technically this should have been this is the kitchen, and obviously those should have been showing in the mode there. It's showing now, but this is the kitchen. I know the fridge is kind of a bit more modern than necessarily it should have been in the show, but I wanted to go with that because it was the one that looked most in line with the cupboards that I was using. But yeah, this is the kitchen. I keep going through the window. Oops. Yeah, so this is the kitchen of the house, and I'm pretty happy with this too. I think it looks pretty spot on. It's not exact. Again, it's kind of, there's a bit more of a darker tone in the furniture than is in the show. But you know, it was kind of hard to match everything perfectly and keep the monochrome. So another continuity issue is that technically here there are 3 doors. There's the door that Vision leaves by in the first episode. There's a door out to a patio, and there's technically meant to be a door where the broom and dustpan are. The issue is that would have caused another issue where I had a room that I didn't have anything to put in it. So instead I decided to forego that door and kind of just added a laundry room. I think that made more sense to me as a place that kind of existed in the house. So that's what I did here. Like I say, the patio is out here. It's a fairly straightforward one. I tried to add some trellises because that was definitely something in the show, and there was definitely a table outside. So that's kind of accurate, quote unquote. But you know, generally speaking, that's where I'm trying to go with that out there. Yeah, so, and then upstairs is where it kind of got funky because I was making a lot of upstairs up and it's disappeared. Guys, this is I'm so bad at this. Right, okay. So this is just a basic bathroom, just because, you know, there's a toilet over there. Oh, I can't. Guys, why am I bad at this? There's a toilet there. There's a shower and a sink. And then, you know, just some basic stuff on the walls. Right, this one, you guys might remember from episode 2 of WandaVision. This is meant to be their bedroom. Obviously in the show, they're kind of trying to emulate that Dick Van Dyke show kind of mood. So that's why they have the separate beds. Obviously, eventually they merged together, but I wanted that kind of... this is a lot more kind of... what's the word? Iconic, if that makes sense. Like, you understand what that is a lot more easily than if I just had what's it called? A double-sized bed? Double-sized? Double bed. That's what I mean. I had someone question... Right, okay, guys, segue. I had someone question the worth of watching WandaVision today, and I had to hold back. Because I was about to go off. Don't come at me with WandaVision anti-hype. Just saying. But yeah, so I really tried to replicate this from the show. The fireplace that they had in the room, the windows. Sadly, I don't have any trees outside because if I had trees outside, it would block the outside. Oh, speaking of outside, though. Speaking of outside, let's go outside quick because look what I tried to put in. You guys remember this? Look, what's this, guys? I had to put it in. You know I had to. It's the wrong color, but I had to. It's there. It's there. The helicopter. Okay. There's like the nosy neighbor. Not as interesting as Agnes though, let's be honest. Yeah, anyway, so what I've tried to do as well is the pops of color that I did add are always like reddish or red, like red or reddish, should I say. And I thought that would just be kind of really cool to have this, this kind of like, you know, they did it in the show, so let's kind of inject it into what we're doing here, you know? So that was kind of the idea there. And then this, the reason I added a walk-in wardrobe, now, this is a stretch, okay? It is a stretch, but I thought, let's try and keep as much of in the show kind of around what the show is about as I can. And when I was watching episode 2 again for this, I realized that in the intro for episode 2, you see Vision go through a walk-in wardrobe to get ready for work. And I was like, let's roll with that. So I decided, let's do a walk-in wardrobe. So that's what we did here. And it was just kind of like, I know it's a small thing, it's a small detail, but I wanted to pick up on that and kind of accentuate it and kind of add it to the house. And then, this is going to sound weird, and probably you guys are going to think, how many times did he watch this to get this?
when you're watching this scene with Wanda and Vision in bed, if you look behind Wanda and to her right, you'll see that there's actually some tiles on the wall behind her. There's like an opening in the wall and then some tiles on it. And I thought, oh, so they have an ensuite. They have a bathroom behind them. And so this is why I did this, which is the bathroom for this part of the house, their ensuite. So I decided to try and do this as kind of... it's me trying to, as much as possible, replicate what's there or infer what's there from these first 2 episodes. And then this is where it gets kind of wacky, because this is all kind of my own imagination here. I've already had someone compare this to like a Red Room, like from, you know, that book that we won't mention. I'm gonna just go out and say it is not that, okay? It is like meant to be. I'm just gonna show you. I did this, and yes, it is technically a Red Room, but what I wanted to do here is kind of show off the whole... This is like a representation of, to me, of Wanda's mind. Like, this is meant to be a room of like, this is all of the red. You know what I mean? This is like the red is going off the scale here. I thought that'd be kind of interesting. I thought it'd be kind of cool to see that play out. And so I kind of decided to do a room like that. And then I decided, let's have a little hallway with a little balcony. I thought this kind of just sums up the period that the show is living in terms of like the parasol and the chairs. So I thought that would be a really cool little tidbit there. And then finally, I decided this was where I kind of got a little bit more crazy. I decided to have a rundown room, just to kind of show the collapse of this reality a little bit as well. I know this is kind of very deep for a Sims build, but it's me, so, you know, deal with it. And so what I did was I did the children's bedroom as this room that's kind of collapsing. Because if you guys know from the comics, how do I put this? Wanda and Vision's children that they have turn out to be segments of the soul of Mephisto, which is the devil in Marvel. And so I thought, you know, I kind of need to represent that somehow. So I'm very happy with this house. 1 second, let me zoom all the way out. This is not what I intended to do. There we go. I did try and keep it very accurate to the 1 second. To the period. The windows, for example, are very much kind of in line with the houses you see on the street in WandaVision. I try to keep like that kind of the smaller windows and then like a circular window on the top. And the paneling as well, I try to keep that very much in line. If you watch the show, I think I've done a pretty decent job. And then, yeah, just the garage is a basic garage. It's, as you guys will see when I go in here, it's kind of trash, to be honest. I'm not really happy with it. It's kind of sparse. But this is like a garage. I don't like it, but it'll do. And that's really the house, guys. I tried also to put I didn't try, I did put a bike in. But I put a bike in because in the trailers for the show as well, you see that later on Wanda and Vision go on a bike ride. And I know it's stupid to add these little details, but it's like, I wanted to get this kind of, like there, I wanted to have like everything kind of just like little, I mean, the show's about Easter eggs in a way, right? So I wanted this house to be Easter egg-ish. So the description for this is, it's going to be, because you know it has to be, we are an unusual... Oh, all right, okay, 1 minute. We are an unusual couple, you know. WandaVision-inspired house. And share a lot to the gallery. Oh no, I don't want to see other people's stuff. Someone might have done it better than me and I don't need to deject myself right now. Yeah, guys, so that is this house. I hope you guys like it. I'm pretty proud of it, really. I had a moment of not being proud of it, just because I thought, oh, maybe it's not good enough. But I think going through it with you guys, and you guys enjoying it as well, is kind of lightened me up. So thank you to the stream. Thank you to you guys who are watching on YouTube. And if you enjoyed this, please share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.